Once, in a quaint little village, there lived a man who was deeply concerned about his son. The boy had a habit of being idle and careless, spending his days wandering aimlessly instead of working. One day, the father resolved to impart a valuable lesson to his son. He called the boy over and said gently, "My dear son, there's a watch in the cupboard. Please bring it to me." The boy obediently fetched the watch and handed it to his father. After examining it, the father instructed, "Now carry this watch to the market and ask people how much they believe it's worth." The boy nodded and set off for the market. He approached various villagers, displaying the watch and asking for their opinions. "This is worth 500 rupees, said one. Another replied, "No, it's worth 1,000. A third voice chimed in, claiming it was only 800. Each person had a differing opinion, and the boy returned home feeling puzzled. "Father," he reported, "everyone I asked quoted a different price for the watch." The father smiled knowingly and replied, "Now, put the watch back in the cupboard." The following day he summoned his son once more. "Bring me the watch," he said. Once the boy returned with it, his father continued, "This time go to the market, but instead of asking about the watch's value, ask people how much the time it holds is worth." Confused, the boy obeyed and ventured back to the market. "What is the value of the time inside this watch?" he inquired of several individuals. Many looked at him in surprise. A few laughed, while others dismissed him, thinking it a foolish question. Feeling disheartened, he stopped at the stall of an elderly man who was busy repairing watches. When the boy posed his question, the wise old man paused and smiled kindly. "Young one," he began, "time is priceless. You could offer a fortune, but you can never buy back a single moment of your life. That's why you must cherish it wisely." The boy listened intently as the old man elaborated, "Time has its pros and cons. The downside is, it continuously moves forward. The upside is, you have the power to choose how to spend it. Each of us is granted 24 hours a day regardless of wealth. The key difference lies in how we utilize those hours." A spark of realization lit up in the boy's eyes. He thanked the old shopkeeper and hurried home to share what he had learned. The father, proud of his son's newfound understanding, placed a reassuring hand on the boy's shoulder. From that moment onward, the boy transformed his life. He worked diligently, spent his time with purpose, and ceased his aimless wandering. He grasped the true worth of every fleeting moment. Dear friends, time is a gift we all possess. It is free yet invaluable. While it cannot be bought, it can be wisely spent. Once time leaves us, it never returns. Therefore, cherish each moment.